Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a second video. We're kind of in the middle of a process here of repair. And this telephone was sent in by Bill at another repair company in Indiana, and this is a customer's of theirs telephone. And so basically in the initial checkout video, we showed how they had put a tag that on one handset that said that was the bad handset, and then they had put a tag on this handset and called it the good handset. And we kind of went through that there was something spilled in the bottom part of this handset, and you couldn't transmit to anybody. So in other words, when their customer talked to somebody, the person on the other end of the party could not hear them, and or if they did hear them, it was so low that they couldn't talk to them, so they couldn't use the handset. And in the process of troubleshooting, what we noticed was in the center on these telephones, there's like a little joystick, and basically it has an up and down, so you can turn the volume up and down. Then to the right, there's a caller ID function, and then you can work the joystick and go through the caller IDs. And then on the left, there's a little phone book looking thing that I mentioned. It's a little insignia, and basically that means the phone book. So there was no control on this one, and what they called the good handset did not work either. See, when I pick this up, I should be able to hear some beeps and be able to have some kind of access to this little joy stick here kind of thing. And so we're going to turn the phone on, but you notice there's no volume control. We can't control the volume, or we cannot control any of the other functions. So basically, see, when I push this, I should be able to go into the phone book and walk up and down. So neither one of these telephones worked properly. This one had all the other functions, but it did not have the control that you need. And so on this telephone that's over here, well, that's the same thing, but it's all apart because we already repaired it. We repaired the transmit circuit, which would be the microphone and a very small flat pack transistor that was on the board that was troubleshooted out and replaced. So that part is repaired now. Now I saved one of the Q-tips that we cleaned the board and the bottom of the phone, and I made a statement the other day when we were working on this phone for the initial checkout that it looked like coffee, and it very might well be, but it had the consistency of like a tar, almost like a real thick teriyaki sauce or something that had gotten in there and spilt on it, or they accidentally dumped the handset into it, and it just had a very tarry kind of dried, sticky kind of consistency to it, almost like you know, a liquid tar of some sort that had dried up a little bit, but it was very difficult to remove. Now the way this keypad sits, and I mentioned in the earlier checkout video that these four little conductors here, the pads for this joystick, basically were all wet, and I said that might ruin it, because if you spill liquid on these conductive pads and it goes on for any period of time, it can actually eat the conductivity off these little pads. And I'm going to show you something here with my meter. If I touch these two leads apart, I don't know if the video can pick that up, but basically I'm going to set the meter over here closer, and you might be able to hear it. Now, if I take the pad kind of sits on there like this, so there's actually two pads for the keyboard. Okay, and this has conductive material on it, and then the rubber pad that's actually on the outside of the cosmetic part of the phone. If I take this and I test these, we don't get a signal. See, if I get a signal here, but I get no signal here on any of the conductors. So they've blown out the conductivity of this pad by letting something get spilt into the phone and being on there long enough to wear it out. Same thing with this one. And all these conductive pads are not created equal. Some companies use better material than others, and it also has a lot to do with what's spilt on there. Now, these little black spots here are all conductive material. And so what I'm going to do now, if you watch this, here's our signal. So we know that's conducting. Every one of them on this pad is good. So all the functions from this pad are good, but where they're cut out and it overlays on this pad, these conductors on this pad are all bad. And they make some kits out there that you can repair these buttons with and put on some more conductive material. I never messed with them. It's kind of a hocus-pocus kind of thing. If everything works out just great, then it works. And that liquid is very expensive that they use on these keypads because it's a special, nothing wants to stick to these keypads. It's the material that they make them out of. And so basically, they have all kinds of different repair kits out for these buttons. But the fact of the matter is, unless everything goes perfectly right with the repair, you're wasting your money. And they're very expensive. The liquid's expensive, the kits are expensive, and I have a way that I repair these and have been repairing them for years and years. So I don't play the hocus pocus game and hope that the repair turns out properly or that it'll last. Now, I'm not going to really kind of go into what we do to it, but I have a way that I've designed that we repair these. So what we're going to do is we're going to close the video here, but I'm going to be away. We're going to kind of fade out. We'll come back, and we're going to go ahead and repair this handset here, and then the next one, we may have already repaired this one too, but at this point, neither one of them will work, and then we can pick this one up. We can actually use this one now. I've got it kind of locked in there because we have the now I'm going to show you that you should be able to use this function. I'm going to try to pull up the phone book. There's your phone book. See? So we know that the function is supposed to work. Now your caller ID. Maybe I got to get out of the phone book there. Okay. So anyway, I don't want to show you personal information in here. I'm going to try to close that out. And then there's the caller ID function, and we can flip up and down if I hit it just right. But I don't want to show their personal information. And so now we know, I don't want to get into that. Let's pull that away. I'm going to try to let's see here. Let's overlay this where it should be. And I think now that would actually be on. Let's hit the speakerphone. See, I can turn it up. And I can turn it down. See? So we know that this part of it will function now that it's been cleaned. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Okay, so we know that this telephone will work as soon as the pad has been repaired. And like I said, I have a way that I've designed that we repair these. So when we come back in on this video, we will have repaired both of these handsets by then, and we'll do a final checkout. Okay, now that we're back here, what we're going to do is I went ahead and repaired the little joystick type situation that they have here for the phone book, the up and down functions, and the caller ID function, and that was repaired on both of them. And so now we're in our final checkout stage here, and we're going to go ahead and do some final checks. Now first I want to go ahead and this handset here is the one that they had on bad because they could not transmit on it. So we're going to go ahead and check this telephone out here real quick, and then we're going to do some of the functions. And so we'll start with caller ID. And so now you can see that the caller ID function works. And then you want to hit the stop button or the hang up button, and we can go over to phone book. And so now there's your phone book function, and then we'll hit off. And then this is the ringer up and ringer down. We'll hit stop, and then when we turn the phone on, we'll do a speakerphone option. And now you have control over your functions. And we'll dial our numbers. We'll end in a 2. So if you look at the analyzer, now I'm going to go ahead and talk, and you can see my modulation, so we know that this telephone is working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is working. We're going to go ahead and ring it. I'll let it go one more time. Go ahead and answer it. We can turn it down now. We can turn it back up. So now we have all of our functions. And there we go. So that telephone is repaired, that handset. And what we'll do is we'll go over here to what they called the good one, but yet everything worked on this except for this function joystick here, basically. And so in reality it did have a problem. And so let's do that. Let's check the ring. We'll hang that up. Let's do the caller ID function. And so now caller ID showed up. And now we'll hit off, and then let's hit the phone book. So now our phone book option works. And we can hang that up. And then we'll go to our speakerphone, turn it down, and turn it up. And then we'll dial our numbers. End in a 2. We'll go ahead and hang up. And then we will ring it. We'll answer it. Okay, so we know everything is working on both handsets now. And here we'll check the ringer again. And then we'll hang up. Now let's call, say, like a time and temp. Okay, we have to move it over into a line. And what we can do is we can hit redial. Now, I'm not sure how that redial works there, but let's do this. We'll just start over.
Good afternoon. Need service for your car today? Call any of our service departments or make an appointment online at Offenburg.com. Today is Wednesday, December 21st.
Now we have control.
It is 4:40.
And I can turn it up.
Current temperature 52 degrees.
And down.
Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area.
Mostly cloudy today, highs in the 40s. Colder tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the mid-30s. Partly sunny on Thursday, then becoming mostly cloudy, highs in the 40s.
Okay, so now let's do this. Let's hit speakerphone. We'll dial, like, say, Walmart. We know they're always there.
Thank you for calling Walmart.
See how long it takes them to answer the phone.
Walmart.
Yeah, do you guys have a section at Walmart there for, like, gifts for Santa?
Gifts for Santa?
Yeah, you know, I'm having a hard time deciding what I'm going to get Santa this year, and I thought, you know, I might get him, like, one of those GPSs so he knows where everybody's at.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good idea?
Sure. I don't know if we have a section for that. I haven't seen one.
Yeah. Well, you know, I got him some like, you know, the warming underwear that are battery operated, but I heard there was a recall on them and they were starting fires. So I think a GPS would be a little safer, you know.
Yeah.
Can you throw me where the Santa gifts are?
I don't think we have any Santa gifts, but I'm trying to think where I can transfer you to.
You know, I don't know. Let's go over to donuts.
Donuts? Okay, hold on.
All right, thank you. Now, we know this one works here because we're talking to them. And that was the problem before. It didn't have any modulation. Yeah, they might not answer them.
Becky speaking.
Yeah, do you guys have any, like, you know how you make cakes there?
Yes.
Do you have any, like, any Santa designs, like with Santa on it?
You mean cakes with Santa on it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like
Made up, let me go check and I'll let you know.
Well, wait a minute now. Do you guys have, what do you guys do with your old donuts?
We throw those away.
Why?
Yeah, we throw them away.
Oh, what if somebody came in there and bought all your old donuts?
Well, we don't sell the old donuts.
Oh.
We only sell our fresh ones that are made every day.
Now, is that per Sam? Did he say do that?
No, that's through Walmart corporate office.
Oh, okay. So it's out of Sam's hands now.
Yeah, he's no longer alive.
Oh, man. Well, that's a shame. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you take care and have a nice day.
Okay, you too.
All right, bye now.
Bye.
Okay, so we know everything. We know everything is working with his telephone. And now we have both functions on both phones being able to do the joystick functions, like the volume control, the ring controls, the caller IDs in the phone book. So, and now we have our modulation back on what's called the, what they called the bad one, where it didn't have any modulation and their customer couldn't talk to their friends in that when they got phone calls. So now we're all squared away and everything is back to normal, and we will be able to send this back to the repair company that sent it to us for repair, and they can get it back to their customer. So this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. This is a Uniden DECT 6.0, and I believe it's the 2060 model -2, which just means it had 2 handsets. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.